Big welcome everyone to a community call. It's been a while. We have been traveling. There is a lot happening behind the scenes. We have been planning for a massive 2026, and we are so extremely excited. We're very excited because of what is happening in terms of developments behind the scenes. Today, we're going to have a big announcement, and I'm going to tease a little bit about what is coming. There is a lot happening behind the scenes, and from February, we're going to see some real action happening in a level we have not seen before. Now, of course, we have had some volatility in the past weeks, and we're going to talk about all of that today. I'm going to talk about the migration that has started so everyone understands the process in the migration. I want to talk about the next steps with UCN and the strategies that the company already have started to deploy. There's nothing to worry about. Everything will be handled, and I will explain why it happened and what is be the solution for this. And then we're going to talk about the Ultima coin halving that was just taking place. We're going to talk about the development that is happening behind the scenes. And later on, I'm going to have two big announcements today that for the first time is being shared on this call. Much of this today has been shared on the top leaders call. So some of the diamonds and all the diamonds actually were able to join a diamonds call with Alex last week and got some insights in updates in the marketing plan. And there's a lot happening, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot happening, and I want to make sure you understand where all of this excitement is coming from. Now, before I talk about today's agenda, before I talk about the migration, UCN, the future, what's coming, big announcements that's going to be shared on today's call. A new ecosystem platform is about to launch. I'm going to show exactly what that is, and updates on marketing plan and other news that will be shared here today. So first of all, I want to welcome all the new people. We have some incredible momentum that is taking place in many markets. I know that there is events happening right now in India, and with hundreds of leaders coming together. And there's been events happening in the past weeks in India. In Europe, there's events being planned for the end of the month. We have events happening in Germany, event happening in Finland. There's going to be trainings happening in the UK. I know that Enika and Terry is preparing. I know that there is going to be events happening in Latin America, and we have a lot of new leaders joining us from Latin America. So I just want to welcome everyone to the family and introduce, first of all, who we are and why we're here, because we have so much new people on the call today. My name is Emil. I've been in this company for the past 4 years. I have over 15 years of experience in the industry. In the past 10 years, heavily dedicated in cryptocurrency, and always been looking for that platform that allows people to get into the crypto space in the best way possible, having the tools that they can use to be able to become financially independent, financially free, and benefit what's happening in the crypto market. Now, what I have learned in my experience, and I need to cover this before I go into the news, because I need to take all of us from acting from a dream state and back into the real world. Because a lot of the frustrations that people are feeling in this industry or in this company comes from the wrong expectations. And I want to be very real today as we open up this call, because we need to understand how to really win in the crypto market and what's really happening in the real world outside of this company, and how we are so lucky, even though we have a lot of challenges, ups and downs, things to solve and things to overcome. I can tell you we are having a so much better environment than what most people are having in the crypto market and the stock market right now. So I need to cover this to go from a dream, wrong expectation is to the real world, what is actually happening. And only then are you able to win if you're acting with the right expectations. So in this community, we are a like-minded group of individuals from all around the world, millions of people that is in this company because this company has been here for the past 10 years. This company has been here through ups and downs and challenges, and while not always going according to expectations, always been able to find solutions and progress, and is today stronger than ever before. And this is the reason so many people is a part of this vision that believes that we can create some incredible impact by reaching the goals that the company has. And the journey is not going to be easy, but it's possible. And I'm going to cover a lot of this today. So now let's talk about the crypto market in general. In the past years, 90% of the cryptocurrencies launched have collapsed and failed. Rug pulls, scams, unintentional failures of projects. There has been millions and millions of cryptocurrencies that has failed in this market. All right, that is reality. In the past weeks, we have seen the crypto market going down, where there's been hundreds of millions of dollars, even into the billions of dollars, of people that has lost money because of applying the wrong strategies. In the stock market, we had one of the biggest drops a few weeks ago, where trillions were wiped out. And this is the reality of what is happening in the world. Billions and trillions is being wiped out. And who is paying? Those with no experience, that go in with no experience, no tools, and no education to understand what is happening. It's a few big players that is benefiting from the many few. And this is the reality of the financial markets. So we're doing very well. We have challenges, but we're doing very well compared to the real world, what is happening in the financial markets. Now, when individuals are coming into a company like ours, and maybe it is your first experience, it is like you come into a bubble. You come into a bubble, and because we are operating in this bubble, we're not understanding how this company is causing miracles to be alive and thriving after 10 years. Because if you compare it to what happens in the industry, where millions of cryptocurrencies failed, trillions wiped out from the financial markets, and every other crypto networking company in the world in the past 10 years has failed, one company is still in the market. One company is still working on becoming number one. One company is still having a coin that has survived when millions of other companies have failed. So I want us to come back to reality, because we are acting out of frustration and disappointment in this bubble. While I still understand there's an emotional journey in the crypto market, we need to step into reality. Now, who will have an incredible tough experience in the crypto market general, not only in our company? It is those who come in with the expectation it is going to be an easy journey. If you put money in, you're guaranteed to make money. If you get started, you will have no challenges. Nothing will ever change. Prices will always go up, and nothing will never go wrong. And this is your expectation. If you have this expectation, ladies and gentlemen, the crypto market is not for you. Because in this industry of crypto and entrepreneurship in general, when you are a company that is the only company that has been alive for 10 years in our industry, combining crypto and networking, only one company, if we expect to not have challenges, to not have ups and downs, to not go through changes, if everything changes in the crypto industry and this company doesn't change, it's over. there has to be development. There has to be overcoming of challenges. This is what it takes to be the only company standing and the only company still working towards a huge vision. When you come in with the expectation, which we should all have in a real world, that challenges are there to make us stronger, challenges are there to expose what has to be fixed. Nothing is guaranteed. Everything is up and down. That is the waves of the universe. And as long as we have a long-term vision in place, then you will be very calm and you will understand why we are very calm. We're so excited. And we believe that in the coming 3 to 5 years, there's going to be huge things happening inside of this company. And it's because we are zooming out and we're looking at the big picture. And we're not operating in a dream world with the wrong expectations, but instead coming into the real world, which we understand is never going to be a straight line. So I thought I'd open with this because for us to be able to reach the goals, we need to have a community that understands the process, the vision, the strategy, the challenges, and the successes, because only then will there be enough energy gathered that allows us to reach the goals, which we all want to happen. So something that everyone is seeing is that there is a migration that is taking place. Now, this is the first time in history something like this happens in any company, in any industry. This migration for all the new people is everyone that came into this company for the past 10 years. And starting from 10 years ago, everyone that came in, that purchased a package, all of them are being migrated into Ultima Coin because Ultima is the greatest invention of the company so far with the greatest chances of hitting the big goals where everyone can win. And it took 10 years to learn this experience, to create this kind of technology, to create a coin that has been able to achieve what Ultima has been able to achieve. The company now goes back in time and allows everyone, even if you made money with the product, to come and benefit from where the company is today. Now, let me put this in perspective so we all understand. First of all, imagine you buy Bitcoin at the highest price and the price drops and you sell and you say you lost money. Bitcoin is bad. Imagine someone calling you and saying, hey, my friend, I'm sorry that you joined at the wrong time. I'm sorry, I want to give you my money back so you don't have your pain. That would really be insane to think that would happen. Imagine someone invest into a startup and the startup has a great vision and they're not able to achieve their goals and the startup collapses. Now imagine someone calling to that person and say, hey, I'm sorry that you invested into the startup and it didn't go according to plan. Here's the money back. Or here's a way for you to make money going forward. It would be insane. In the real world, if we apply the wrong strategies, if we join into a company that is in development and there's challenges, we would always look back at ourselves and say, I need to read more books so I'm able to apply better strategies, so I'm able to make money in the markets. But in this company, the company goes back in time and allow anyone to benefit from the developments that has happened over the past 10 years, where sometimes there has been challenges. Sometimes it was because of the experience had to be gathered, market changes, regulation changes, and all of this has created experience where the company is today stronger than ever before. And today, the company is now aiming towards having huge goals and achieving those. And it's possible because of the 10 years experience. This is something very, very big that is taking place and something that has not happened in the industry ever before. It's just a perspective so we understand. Now, a lot of people might say, look, we have, of course, there's going to be over years and there's high fees. I understand. Let's zoom out again and understand it from a different perspective. How can we reach the goals to be able to get Ultima Coin and our ecosystem to a point where it attracts outside liquidity, community, utility, liquidity that is enough for all of us in the Ultima community to win? The only way is to continue pushing forward and build this coin to reach a level where it's very strong. So now imagine the company remove all restrictions and all the fees. What would happen? There would be a lot of coins coming to market, and based on history, the community is not very patient. They would take profit. Price comes down. It disturbs the listings on tier 1 exchanges. It disturbs the progress towards reaching the goals. It stops all the progress with all the tier 1 exchanges watching this coin right now to see, will it be stable? Does it have a strong community? Is it a real coin that actually we're going to allow on our big tier 1 exchanges? So the company got to make sure that the number one priority is that we reach our goals, because that is the only way for everyone in our community to win. Where Ultima has reached $100,000, opened all the doors for the company, listed on all the biggest exchanges, attracted hundreds of millions of people, having liquidity in the billions coming in from the whole crypto market. And now all of us will be in an incredible position to be the winners as those goals are reached. And to reach those goals, we have to work together in the community to achieve it. And a lot of people are working against these goals, which is indirectly hurting everyone, yourself. So we got to zoom out and understand that the company, through migration, is doing something no one has ever done before. The company is looking back and carrying everyone into our new solution, which is the Ultima coin, which has been on the market for 3 years. Now the company to build the coin to reach its target, to build the liquidity, to build the strength of the coin, so we all can benefit. And this is something extremely unique. And as we zoom out and we understand a little bit why there is certain strategies in place by the company, why there is fees, why there is certain restrictions sometimes, and we know we gotta wait. It is because in a real world, this is how it works. In a real world, there has to take time to develop, to build liquidity, to reach goals. And this is a way for us all to be able to understand where we are going and what is happening. So this company has been here for the past 10 years, today at the strongest positions ever been, with the founder that has the right intentions, with I know, is to make sure everyone wins, while still understanding that he needs to be realistic and we need to push forward to reach our goals. But there is a lot of progress happening. Only in a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, we were listed on the first tier 1 exchange, HTX. Now, 2 weeks ago, we were listed on the second tier 1 exchange, KuCoin. And now the company is in discussions with some of the biggest exchanges in the world. And this is now in a progress of climbing, showing the strength of our community to these exchanges, so they will approve the Ultima coin. So the company have to make sure they protect the coin, and have to make sure they build it stronger, and have to make sure that we get approved, because then can we reach all these goals that the company has set to achieve. So everything is getting better, getting stronger. The company is able to achieve more and more, and it is happening rapidly right now. And I believe 2026 is going to be a massive year. Now, we, of course, have had a week of volatility, which is the next thing I want to talk about. I want to start by just helping us zoom out a little bit so we can understand the reality of the market. It is not easy to build a company like this. It is not easy to balance everyone's desires. It's not easy to be able to maintain legal globally, to have technology that is bulletproof, to be able to compete against competitors, stay alive for this long, to innovate, to find balance, and to be the first one ever to do it. You have no one else to look at. You're operating literally blindly going forward into the unknown with 10 years of experience, making, of course, every step easier and easier. But this is the reality that we got to come with and understand that what we all want is for the goals to be reached, because then we all will win. And to get there, we work together and we'll be able to overcome the challenges, to build the community, to reach the goals, and everyone will win. This is the simplicity of it. And that's where we are going. So with that being said, in the journey, there's going to be ups and downs and challenges. And we saw a few, I think it was last week, time is flying. Last week, we saw some volatility in the UCN coin. Now, let me explain. Why is it that this happened? Now, this was a bit of a surprise to the company because we got closer to the Ultima halving. And as many know, Ultima coin has been the coin that the company has been growing for the past 3 years. This coin has been able to open doors and to be able to give UCN an incredible path to follow. It had to be separated from the community to be able to reach the top tier exchanges and therefore open doors for the whole company as we use UCN to grow the community. It was a plan that has to be put in place, and this was applied a few months ago. Now, as the Ultima halving came close and the community in UCN decided to not follow the instructions of using the bot, meaning that you pause the bot and allow the bot to exit into USDT, many went manual and they start closing orders manually because they wanted to jump into Ultima coin to be a part of the growth of the coin that comes normally after halvings. Now, there was a surprise that so many were the market and go and click market sell on the exchange, which means it sells at any price. And what happens now? The bots will, of course, protect the liquidity. It will pull out and not chase the price going down, allow people to sell it cheap if they want to. And now the bot got to protect the liquidity, allow the market to calm down, and then continue to go back and bring us back to where we were. This is the intelligence of the technology behind the scenes. But of course, in a time like this, it can create a lot of uncertainty when the price goes down and people wondering why. And it's because people click market sell and they sell any price, and traders on the market is taking advantage of it. They put buy orders at very low prices. So people were selling at the lowest prices, which doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But so people have learned their lessons, I believe, that it's never good to go and just click market sell, especially when the market is being in majority managed by bots and AI that is not gonna fall for this and is gonna pull out when there is a lot of people that choosing to the market sell. Now, this happened, the price came down, the community was doing market sells, the bot pulled out, maintain as much liquidity they could. And now it's coming back into the market. We've already seen the company buying over $1 million of UCN and burning it. And it's now a plan in motion to be able to climb and to be able to reach the targets that the company have set for UCN. And there's multiple solutions that is going to be launched. First of all, is to grow the community, grow the liquidity, grow the excitement, which is a very obvious solution, which will always bring back the price, which comes with a big upgrade to the marketing plan, making it paid in USDT. I will cover this in a second. If individuals wants to really jump into Ultima, then that's up to everyone, but you can still use the U-trading technology and trade Ultima as well. There's many people that is still sitting in trades in UCN. Then the company is working towards closing all the trades in profit, which means that there's just going to be a recovery happening. And the speed of this recovery depends on the calmness of the community. Because if the community continues to do market sells, then the other traders in the market will take advantage of it, and then the bots gotta wait. When the market comes down, they can go in and start climbing up again. So there is a complete recovery plan for UCN in motion. There's multiple options for those who don't want to wait for the recovery. The company said, here's a multiple options. You choose whatever works for your strategy. If you want to wait for UCN recovery, then just keep your trades in the bot active, and they're going to be closed. And the current trades is a way for the company to know where to provide the liquidity, so those trades can be closed, and millions of dollars have already gone into the market to start doing this. And the speed of this being completed depends on the community's emotions. The faster we relax, the faster the solutions will be there. And there's other solutions if people want to trade Ultima. The Ultima trading peer is available on UTrading with the same performance. There's a migration. If someone wants to migrate and participate in the migration the older community has participated in, they can do that, and the migration will happen at the highest price, which allows you to freeze Ultima tokens and be able to benefit from the splitting of those pools. The company will slowly start providing liquidity at the price 8,900, because that's where they have seen a lot of people ready to exit. Maybe those people who made profits are willing to exit at those prices. The company, of course, need to give all the options for people. And the companies are waiting for people to come down to provide this liquidity. And also, it will, if possible, be adding the UCN payment method for the packages in February, which will be then pegged at the $1,800 price. So all of this will in detail be shared. There's a disclaimer at the bottom, because the company is working on these solutions, and will share exactly how and when, and the details of it in the coming days and weeks. So just know there's nothing to worry about. Volatility in the market, while it showed some surprising information for the company that so many was willing to just do market sell and jump into Ultima, is data that the company can look into and see, why that is, and then optimize the bots, protect liquidity, put liquidity back in the market, get the price up. UCN traders and people using the U-bot are happy, and the journey continues. So there is a lot that is in place. And 1st of February is going to be a massive day, because this trading technology is going to be added with some new developments, which is going to take it to a completely new level. The company's worked on technologies for the past years, and these technologies the company's tested in the market, and these technologies are all merging with our trading technology to take it to a completely new level. And there's going to be some very exciting information that is going to be shared on the 1st of February at the big call with Alex. Very exciting. It's going to create a complete safety net in the bot. So in the future, if the community decides to create volatility, the company is going to put in some strategies that I believe you all will be extremely excited about. And it's going to be merging with the company's new ecosystem platforms that is coming and is launching. I'm going to show you one of them today. And there's a lot coming. So stay calm in the boat, and patience. 1st of February, massive launches are coming. So get ready. And we will try to get a leaders call with those who are actively building the business and managing big communities. We will try to get a call with Alex earlier as well, so you are prepared for the 1st of February. But there's a lot of development behind the scenes, some great ideas. I don't know where Alex get these ideas from. We explain what we need because we understand, what people in the market wants. And Alex goes away with his technical team and he comes back and he gives us 10 times more than we even could imagine. So it's going to be an exciting month of February. And the journey of UCN recovery is in motion. The company is going to make sure everyone is happy. And then we launch into a massive February. So let me talk before I share the platform that is going to be launching. Let me just talk about the marketing plan as well, which is in combination with the product just getting 10 times better on the 1st of February. It's like an upgrade on the U-Trading technology. It's still going to be U-Trading. The bot is still there. It's just going to have a major upgrade to include some incredible things. I just feel like there's more. I'm so excited to share, but it can only be shared by Alex when it's official and they have been able to test everything. But I can tell you, it is groundbreaking and it's going to make everyone very excited with what's coming. Now, to really put things on steroids, the company decided to create the marketing plan in a way where it pays out in USDT. All the detailed questions on how and why this is to stabilize the whole system and the strategies behind, you're going to understand later on. But just for those business builders in this community, just to explain how it is that the marketing plan will be paid out. And with USDT, there is a different reality, and we got to understand this. And also, the company is able to bring back the rank bonus paid in USDT. So we're going to see that the promotion for the direct bonus previously was 40%, is now back to normal. The promotion is over, is 20%. And we have the team bonus 30%, Infinity 40%, and a rank bonus paying out 2%. Just understand that the real payout from the rank bonus for the company is around 20%. Because if someone reached diamond, they get 2% on the whole turnover on every rank. And everyone else in the team get 2% on the same turnover. So it means that on every single rank, there's 2%, 2%, 2%. If add them all together, it's 20%. So the marketing plan is still paying out, in reality, 95% approximately. But this means that we're going to have a marketing plan paid out in USDT mainly, and also a way for people to earn U energy. So this is just an additional benefit that is going to be thrown in, which is a energy bonus. So for all of those that want energy for splitting, migration, and all of these things, then by having direct turnover up to 10,000 euro, you can accumulate 5.7 million U energy every month. This is because of a request from the community to say, look, we want to have a way to earn the energy, and this was provided. So this is the only bonus that you can get paid in U energy. Everything else paid in USDT. So we got the 5 levels, uni level as usual. This pays out in USDT. And we have now the rank bonus paid out in USDT, which means by hitting a rank, you receive the rank bonus you see above the rank. There's over 20 million euro available in the rank bonus. It's paid out USDT instantly, and you can withdraw. This is something that so many have been asking for, because we need to have targets. We need to be able to work and hit targets to be excited about something. So the rank bonus is coming back, paid in USDT, and this is very, very exciting. Now, just a little bit of an understanding that many of you have heard that for us to bring back USDT and marketing plan rank bonus in paying out USDT, it has to be a reset in the marketing plan. No, let me explain, okay? Everyone will keep the rank. You keep your infinity. You keep your progress towards the next rank. You keep your total turnover. Now, for the rank bonus, because the company needs to accumulate the USDT that's going to be paid out in the rank bonus, and only from the 1st of February will the USDT start coming in through the product sales. Everyone will keep the rank bonus, keep your turnover, keep your infinity and progress towards the next rank. But to earn rank bonus, it only counts as new turnover from the 1st of February. All USDT turnover counts towards you reaching the rank bonus. And this is really exciting because it allows all of us to earn every single rank bonus again. Meaning you might be an emerald and you have 10,000 euro to be able, or let's say you have 100,000 euro left to reach diamond. So you go out after the 1st of February and you raise 100,000 euro turnover. It means now you have a total of, let's say, 250,000 euro turnover. You reach diamond on your total turnover. So you get to infinity and you benefit from everything, what it's like to be a diamond. But in USDT turnover, you only have 100,000 euro turnover from the 1st of February, which means that you would earn the rank bonus from Jade, plus Pearl, plus Sapphire, plus Ruby, plus Emerald. So you will earn all of those rank bonuses. So just understand that everyone keeps your total turnover, you keep your progress to the next rank, you keep your rank in infinity if you're a diamond, but to earn rank bonuses, the only thing that counts is the new turnover from the 1st of February. So I hope that makes sense. I think it's very exciting because it allows you to earn all the rank bonuses again. And it's the only way to make it work. You know, we exist in a real world to pay out USDT. It has to come in USDT first. And that's why this is in place. The infinity bonus stays. There has to be some adjustments to be able to introduce the rank bonus. And with USDT, the company needs to make sure it's fully sustainable. So there is the infinity maintains small adjustments. And this is, of course, the reason why so many people are so excited about reaching diamond and hitting bigger ranks. Now it's not only in rank bonuses, but also the infinity, which gives you unlimited depth, and you can earn an additional 15% up to 40% on every single cell, infinite levels down to become a diamond. So building a business is extremely exciting inside of this business. And now with a marketing plan paying out in USDT, real-time payments with a rank bonus in USDT, which starts from the 1st of February. And all of this together makes our business opportunity better than anything else that I've seen in the industry. And it's very simple. You get involved, you use the product, you recommend the idea, the business idea of coming into a community of like-minded people. You are able to build a business where all the tools are provided to you. Everything that you need to build a business is here. You can earn unlimited money from the marketing plan, and then you have tools that allows you to multiply that money, such as the trading, such as the growth of the coins, and much more that is coming on the 1st of February. So that is some of the announcements. Let me now come to one of the things that you have not heard before, I believe. But the company has been talking about launching a new platform. Alex was talking about a raffle platform for a long time. And let me just announce it to you. What is getting ready to launch and is already going to be integrated into our ecosystem in February. Already in February, ladies and gentlemen, it is the You Lucky platform. This is ready to launch. It is done and is ready to launch, and it's very exciting. And I can tell you, it's going to be integrated into the product. The only way for you to be able to go on the You Lucky platform and win massive prizes is through our product. So not only trading, benefit also with the You Lucky tokens. Now let me explain how it works. So this is the world's first raffle platform on the blockchain that operates in smart contracts, which allows you to win hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially. So this is how it works. By acquiring the product, you will be able to receive You Lucky tokens as a bonus. You Lucky tokens you can use to enter a raffle. Let's say the company announced that there's $100,000 going to be given away. And it's going to be given to a lucky winner. How do you become a lucky winner? First of all, you need to have a package to receive the bonus You Lucky tokens. The You Lucky tokens, you're able to then put into the raffle. And the more lucky tokens you put into the raffle, the higher your chances is to win. The blockchain and the smart contract will pick a random wallet address. And of course, if you have more tokens, you have more chances to win. And it's going to pick one or more winners. If you win, congratulations, automatically the smart contract will deliver the gift to your wallet. And it can be USDT, Bitcoin, Ultima coins, or other prices. So imagine we're going to have this chance to be able to get the You Lucky tokens already in February. And the first massive giveaway will happen probably in March. I'm not sure at the date Alex will announce, but probably in March. So this takes everything to a new level. And keep in mind, this is one of the announcements that I'm sharing ahead of time, just so you see what's coming. And this is one of the exciting parts, but it's more coming on the 1st of February. But this takes our business to a completely new level, because the kind of energy that's going to be generated when every week there's going to be a giveaway, every week there's going to be $10,000 to $100,000 given away in different kind of prices. So every week it's like, hurry up. You got to get your lucky tokens, because your lucky tokens give you access to this raffle. And as you enter the raffle, you have a chance to win big prizes. Of course, if you don't win, your lucky tokens are burnt. Like when you buy a lottery ticket, if you don't win, then it's over. This is a raffle system which operates similarly. If you put your lucky tokens into the smart contract and don't win, then you need more lucky tokens to be able to participate in the next giveaway. You can choose to use all your lucky tokens, go into one raffle to have a higher chance to win, or you can take a little bit and put in every week to all the raffles to participate in all of the raffles. So the You Lucky platform, which I really like the name, is going to come. It is ready already, and it is going to be available for everyone, and it's going to be integrated in the product in a way that you will only understand after the 1st of February. It is going to take our business to a new level. It's going to take our product to a new level. And this is one of many announcements that is coming. But I got the permission today to share this, just to show that great things are coming. Just so our people understand. This platform is gonna support our ecosystem in so many ways. Excitement, community growth, value in the product, but also is gonna get our coins in the company to completely explode, because this is gonna continuously freeze more and more coins. More and more coins are gonna be frozen, which means supply goes down. And this is a genius system. It's first time in the industry has ever been brought. So this is for all of you to understand that big things are coming. I have spoken for a long time today, and we have Danish that's going to come on as well to share some important points. But in summary, ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredible time ahead of us. This company has been here for the past 10 years fighting a war that we cannot understand. And sometimes we get into our little bubble and we expect a dream scenario where everything will always go according to plan, with no challenges, no ups and downs, only raising price, nothing to overcome. This is not reality. We're in the real world. Challenges has to be overcome. Challenges will always come. Changes will always come, because we are in a world, in an industry that changes every day. If regulation changes and the company doesn't change, it's over. Then no one will win. So the company got to change sometimes, because that means that they survive. And if they survive, we can continue our vision. And if we continue our vision, we can reach our goals. If we reach our goals, we can all win. If the company do not survive, no one of us will win. And we all want the company to win. So let's continue work through this crazy industry of crypto and networking, where everyone else failed. Only one company stands, and there's a reason for that. So I understand the challenges, because we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same experiences of emotional ups and downs and expectations and challenges and disappointments and success and excitement, and it's just crazy. I understand. We are not just fanboys. We are in the real world. We understand. And with that understanding, we're here. And there's reasons for that. Because I can see, while we can, on one side, see there's been a lot of challenges, I see all the challenges have been overcome, or there is plans to overcome them. While everyone else gave up, I see there's one who never gave up and is the founder of this company. When other companies says we're going to have a stable system that never changes and they collapse when something small changes, I see this company is able to adjust so fast. They are so flexible. It is a miracle. So I choose this perspective, and I want us all to win. That's why I'm working so hard to contribute as much as I can to win this war and reach these goals so all of us can win. So that's the journey, and we have a lot of excitement, information. 1st of February, a big day. Book that day out. Announcement for a call with Alex will come, and just get ready for a massive February with strong promotions, crazy giveaways, huge upgrades to the product, marketing plan taking a new level, and you're going to see events happening all over the world. So this is the chance for you to convert that stuck energy inside of you, direct it, and I guarantee that the coming months is going to be extremely exciting for you. And it's that time for us to really take things to a new level. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I will now hand over to Danish, who will give us some very important points. Danish have some incredible experience of building communities in this industry all over the world. He's someone that when I just got started in the industry, he was able to get me from not understanding how to do it to reach the highest levels. And it's because of his guidance, his experience, the way he leads. And there's something I really look up to and respect. So really, even though we've been here for a long time, pay attention to what Danish is sharing, because it comes from a lot of experience. So over to you, Danish.
Thank you so much, Emil, for a wonderful breakdown of what's to come. To say that we are excited would be a complete understatement. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying on the call for now, 52 minutes. I see there's over 350 people that have tuned into the call, and man, we have missed doing these calls. But for sure, we are back in action, and we are going to be doing these calls pretty much on a weekly basis. So make sure you tune in, subscribe to, obviously what we are teaching over here, because ultimately that's what keeps us over here. And that's the topic of discussion that I have today. I've got about 10 minutes or so, so I'm going to make sure that I try and be as quick as I possibly can, because I want to retain your attention before we end this call. The topic of discussion that I want to put forward to every single one of us leaders today who are building our business network and business itself is the aspect of what is it that has kept us over here? Why is it that we are still here? Okay, a lot of people, as Emil said, may think that we're, completely losing our heads and our mind, but the reality is we're not. We've seen so much in this industry. And every single day that we continue the walk, all right, and the journey of Ultima, we see newer things, and we're so grateful for those new things. And let me start with a few bullet points of what it is that I'm referring to. The first point I want to make is the certainty. Okay, the word certainty. Every single time this company has gone through the motions of managing so much in this business, i.e., even just surviving for a period of 10 years. Emil just explained, running a business in this industry, really, guys, it's not an easy thing, because you've got so many things to juggle. What do you have to juggle? Well, you've got the company and the fact that it needs to stay afloat. Then you've got us as the network, the leaders who are out there on the field, standing up on stage, making sure that we push the agenda and the business forward. And then finally, of course, you've got our customers, the individuals that come in that we are selling packages to, okay, who don't want to build the business, but they just want to enjoy the benefits of the product. Now, to make sure that we, okay, as a business and the company, all right, as a corporate structure, to make sure all of these three parties are happy, you need to understand, guys, and zoom out. This is not an easy process, okay? Because ultimately, we're not just running a trading business whereby we stock goods in the back of our shelves or in our warehouse. We bring them to the floor and then we're selling them at a 10, 20, 30% margin if we're lucky. This is not that kind of business. The product that we are selling, the ecosystem that we are building shifts every single day. Okay? It isn't just soap we're selling. All right? It isn't just a business whereby, oh, great, we've made enough sales. Now let's pay our human resources and move on to month number 2. This is a very different business that we are running over here and we're seeing corporate run. This is a business whereby you have to manage the ecosystem. You have to manage the products. You have to look and see what's happening with the demand and the supply. And things are so volatile per se, whereby there's always ups, there's always downs. And you're continuously throwing and providing solutions. This is how this company has to manage this business. And they've been doing so for the past 10 years. And they've not said bye-bye to anyone, all right, of us. So we are here because of the fact that the corporate structure and the fact that they have come and produced the goods and they have managed to firefight and provide solutions with an absolutely crazy environment and industry, namely digital currency and cryptocurrency. And here we are, and we're still managing to not just make ends meet, but we're managing to see a lot of success. So coming back to my first point of what is it that keeps us here, you know, the first point is that certainty. It's that reassurance, okay? It's that stability that we see that the company has this structure. And every single time there is a small spanner in the works, bang, there is a solution straight away. Without even us uttering or saying anything, there is a solution. So we are here because of the certainty that this company provides to us, all right, in order for us to move forward. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, it's quite difficult to, comprehend or understand. Well, look a bit deeper, guys, all right, and talk about the other companies that are out there. Yes, it's very important for us to look into those companies and to see what is it that they have had to offer, and have they offered it for a period of 10 years or not? And that's where you will find and get your answer. The second point that I'd like to make over here is, of course, the intentions of the founder. You know, having spent a lot of time with Alex, all right, a lot of the Black Diamonds will sit down with him. A lot of the individuals that have come into this business that have achieved very good ranks have relationships with him. And every single one of us know that he started from a background of absolutely nothing. So that's the reason why he can feel and tune into our frequency and our vibrations when we have nothing. Because I know a lot of us on this call, if not most, if not all of us on this call, have come from a scenario whereby we had zero. Okay, and we know what it's like to go through those times. We know what it's like to, answer to our children who want to just go out and, go to perform an activity that requires us to spend a bit of money, but we don't have that money. We know what that feels like to some of the parents on the call. We also know what it feels like to be a completely single individual trying to step up on that ladder of success, but you don't have any means to do so. All right. And that's why we love this business. But it's also because of the intentions of the founder. This guy really wants every single one of us to succeed. If it was not for us continuously pushing the boundaries and allowing for him to develop this platform and foundation, we would be nowhere. That's the reality. So the intentions of the founder are another reason as to why it is that we stick around and we make sure that we push the agenda, because we know it's clean, it's true. All right. Now, has it been a perfect journey? Of course it hasn't. Which journey is perfect, ladies and gentlemen? Let me ask you that question. Okay, because if perfection truly existed, then I don't think it would be on this call today. You understand? So coming back to the intentions of the founder, that is another reason as to why and what it is that this business has allowed for us to see this as an opportunity and to continue with this opportunity. The third reason, okay, is the ability for this business to manage all of the legal framework that is required for us to promote this business globally. Okay, besides a very, very few countries, Okay, we are legal in every single country that this business is allowed to promote in, and that is a good couple of hundred countries per se, roughly there or thereabouts. And that is insane. Okay, that is a huge milestone to for any company out there to call themselves legal, all right, to make sure that when it comes to their presentations, they're structuring their presentations and wording their presentations in the right way. They have a legal framework to back that. That is something that is, again, truly special. And there isn't many companies out there that operate with that level of integrity. Okay. And yes, of course, if anyone goes out there, and you know what this is like, when you talk to people and when they ask you, what is it that you do? And you even mention the word of cryptocurrency, immediately their ears start to point to say, well, hang on, what about the legalities surrounding this, etc., etc. And here we are promoting a structure that has a face, okay, that has a name, that has a corporate team, that has staff working behind the scenes, that has a wonderful technical team, all right, that we 100% back. The moment you need a change in the back office, bang, it's done. The moment you need a kink and a change in the product, bang, it's done. The moment you need an application, and on top of that application, how many different parts are moving inside of that application? Boom, it's done. So to think that that all comes with a fantastic backing of a really good legal framework is incredible. Moving on, why is it that we are here? Look at the tech team. I've just mentioned a little bit about them, but look at the tech team and how it's protecting us and how they are protecting us from all of these potential attacks. Okay, in the cyberspace, in the hacking space, in the space of AI, in the space of bots. All right, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about how is it that this company protects my application? How is it that they protect the dashboard? How is it that, on these incredible forums that we promote the message and we talk about all these things, no one has ever seen a scenario whereby we've been attacked? You understand? These are the kinds of things that we look into, and competitors definitely exist, although no one can compete with this business because we've been in the space for 10 years now. Okay, but we will have those onlookers that look into the business that want to make sure that they make life just a little bit tough for us. So who is behind the scenes, really protecting and producing this majorly thick layer of skin surrounding us so that we can do what we want to do as network business owners? Who is it? It's obviously the company. It's those that are behind the scenes. Okay, it's the people that they're never being given the recognition. So again, these are the sorts of things that we look into when it comes to making our decision of not only staying here, but investing time and energy into calls like this, where we're making sure that you, our fellow brothers and sisters, understand that, hey, we're here for a very, very good reason. And that reason is a very, very valid reason. Okay. And it can be described in the 3 Ps. We talk about this a lot in our training session: the people, the product, and the process. You're sitting inside the process. This is what this business is all about. Now, many of us on this call, some of us have had more experience than others. There is a concept in English where we say, we've kissed a lot of frogs in our life. Yeah. How many companies have we been a part of where those frogs were smelly, stinky, and probably poisonous? Yeah. And we definitely, learned a lot from that lesson, but for sure we don't miss, those frogs that we apparently kissed. Well, this for me is the most beautiful frog that I've ever kissed, I've ever smelt, and for sure it's not poisonous. Okay, that's for sure. All right, and I know I want to end off with a bit of a lighter note, because at the end of the day, too many of us, okay, if not all of us, all right, have been through those circumstances where we've seen companies come and go. And here we are, going through the motions of a wonderful solution, okay, that Emil has just explained. And man, guys, we are very excited. Okay, next week is going to be full of training calls. Next week, we're going to host a community call as well with our very own founder. And guess what? Next week, Sunday, we kickstart everything that you have just seen. And to say that, again, we are excited would be a major, major understatement. And I'm going to end with my part, and I hope I have been quick and speedy enough for all of us to pay attention. I'm going to end my part with describing what it has been like for the past 2 to 3 months in this business. And the one word that I will always talk about when it comes to building a network, and this is what I advise every single leader on this call to do, is to focus on the values of optimism. Okay? Please write this down. Okay? What are the values of optimism? Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a piece of paper and a pen, write this down and make this the focus of next week's training sessions with all of your leaders before we have that community call next week, Sunday, hopefully. And on top of that, we kickstart what Emil has just explained. Here we go. The values of optimism. The first value of optimism, okay? Its pulse is hope, meaning the heartbeat, okay, or the pulse of optimism, all right? How you know it's there and it's existing. You close your eyes and you feel that there's a pulse, okay? There's a heart beating. The pulse of optimism is hope, okay? We are all in a scenario and in a mindset whereby we can hope, all right, and make sure that we believe that this wonderful opportunity is going to generate a lot of abundance for every single one of us. So this means that there is huge amounts of optimism within that hope. So there's the first value. The second value, its pillar, okay, what holds it up, all right, its pillar, the strong foundation of optimism is certainty. The first thing that I covered on this call, all right, the first point of why it is that we still are here, what has kept us here, okay, is the word certainty, because certainty is the pillar of what every single one of us as network business owners need to have in our arsenal, in our ammunition. So that's the second, okay, value of optimism. And then the final, okay, value of optimism, okay, it's fruit, the stuff that tastes nice, juicy, tender, sweet. The fruit, okay, of optimism is the success. All right, guys, so I'm going to go through these again. For those of you that are paying attention, please write this down. Values of optimism, the first, its pulse is hope. So hope is the key word. Its pillar is certainty. Certainty is the second key word. And its fruit is success. Guys, the next 3 months, you got to sit down. You got to align yourself, okay, with your belief system. You got to make sure optimism flows through those blood veins of yours, okay? And you've got to make sure that you have a plan, all right, to roll out the next 3 months, February, March, and April, before the Berlin event, okay, which is taking place towards the end of April, yes, where you make sure that you've got your plan charted out and you push this business with all of those values of optimism, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's what we are doing. This is what has kept us here, okay? We believe in the hope, in the pit of our stomach. We know for fact that we are certain that this is really certain, okay? That we know this business is going to make us, finally, the third value of optimism, make us successful, all right? So pulse is hope, pillar is certainty, fruit is success. Guys, we are with you 100%. Let's move together with this business. Let's flow together with the same vibrations and energy. And we 100% believe in you even when no one has believed in you before. We 100% believe that within this community, we can stay strong. If you have lasted this long, okay, and if you have kept stern and steadfast on the journey with us, I believe success is knocking on that door. And just remember, guys, the moment it feels like it is getting so unbelievably hard, where it's unbearable, success is this close. That is how it's supposed to feel, okay? Where it is literally unbearable, the values of optimism needs to flow in through your body, and next thing you know, you achieve big success. We see big success stories in the next 3 months of this business, and we are looking forward to celebrating you guys on stage. That is in Berlin, or for that matter, in your locality, should you not be able to make that event. We are 100% with you. Take care, guys. Much love and God bless you. We'll give the floor back to Emil. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Danish. So we are at the end of the call, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to summarize to say the journey to success is never easy. We need to have the right expectations. Things is gonna be moving up and down, left, right. There's gonna be challenges on our journey, but what defines someone that actually is able to change the world in a major way is those who doesn't give up. And to just share just quickly for you to have a different perspective, when we look at, for example, Thomas Edison trying to invent the light bulb, he was trying 10,000 times before he was able to get it right. Now imagine on the 8,000 try when he was going to investors and saying, hey, I have an invention, I have an idea, I believe I'm going to make it work. And he gathered that funds to put into his efforts to inventing the light bulb. Imagine how many people is doubting him, saying that he is just a bad person. He is believing in the impossible. This person doesn't have the great intentions. This person is just wasting our time and resources. And then one day, 10,000 times of failures, Thomas Edison were able to crack the code and create the light bulb. Today, overnight, he was then called a legend. He's today covered in all our history books, and he's an individual that everyone knows. And he changes the course of humanity forever. And this is the story of one person that tried 10,000 times. He was called a failure until the second before he was able to achieve it, and the day after he was a legend forever. And I believe in a similar way, we're on that journey. There's going to be experiences, trial, tribulations. There's going to be challenges to overcome. But as long as you do not give up, it doesn't matter if it takes 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 experiences until you hit it big. You hit it big once and your life changed forever. And that's why we can never give up. You just have to be right once to change the course of your bloodline forever. One time you're at the right place at the right time with the right experience, with the right plan. One time it works out, it changes the course of your bloodline forever. How can you give up? And a wise person told me, said, Emil, if you feel like you're going through hell, the worst thing you can do is to stay there. Keep walking. That's the only way to get out of there. And one day you will get to heaven. So with that, let's keep walking, keep pushing. You have to be right one time to change the course of bloodline forever. And I believe that Alex is walking with this in his mind every single day. One time and we change everything. We hit our goals, we reach the top, and everyone will be happy. And everyone who ever doubted anyone will be saying, oh, that's a hero, that's a legend. And of course, that's what we're working for. So with that, you're either with us to achieve this, or you watch it happen, or you work against it, which I don't suggest because it's like taking from your own pocket. But with that, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys on the next call. It's going to be exciting times ahead of us. Take care, everyone. All the love. See you soon.